It's very important to be ready for an emergency, especially if you have diabetes. Having a diabetes emergency kit is very important because an accident can make it hard to get to medical supplies and get through your daily routine. This kit has everything you need to safely take care of your diabetes when you can't get to a shop or medical facility. A well-thought-out kit can save your life in emergency situations like natural disasters, trips, or power blackouts. We will talk about how to put together a complete diabetes emergency kit in this video so you will always be ready for anything. Essential items for your diabetes emergency kit. Number 9. Insulin and injection supplies. If you need insulin, you should definitely have an extra supply in your emergency kit. Along with insulin, you should bring needles, syringes, or insulin pens if you need to give yourself a shot. Always keep an eye on stock levels and end dates to make sure you're ready. In situations where pharmacies and stores are not available, having these items on hand can save lives. Number 8. Blood glucose monitoring equipment. A blood glucose monitoring method that you can trust is very important. Make sure your kit has enough lancets, extra batteries for the meter, a glucose meter, and a lot of test strips. Check these items often to make sure they keep working and replace them as needed. It is very important to keep an eye on your blood glucose levels accurately and on time, especially in an emergency. Number 7. Hypoglycemia management supplies. When someone has low blood sugar, they need to take action right away. Fast-acting carbs like glucose pills, glucose gel, or other quick sugar sources like honey packets or candy should be in your kit. These things can quickly raise blood sugar, which is very important during hypoglycemia events. Number 6. Prescription, medications, and emergency information. Not just medications for managing diabetes, but all prescription drugs that you need. Also, make a list of your medical information, emergency contacts, and any allergens you have. Anyone who might need to help you in an emergency should be able to easily get this information. Number 5. Cooling storage for insulin. Insulin needs to be kept correctly so that it keeps working. To keep insulin cool, put it in an emergency kit with an insulated bag and gel packs. If you think you will be in hot weather for a long time or won't have access to cold, look into other ways to cool down, like portable coolers. The best way to keep your insulin alive is to store it correctly. Number 4. Ketone test strips. It is very important to keep an eye on ketone levels with ketone test strips, especially in situations where diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA, is a possibility. By checking these strips, you can find out if your ketone levels are too high, which is very important for controlling your condition when you are sick or can't eat right. Having these on hand lets you take care of your health quickly and effectively in emergency scenarios. Number 3. Backup supplies. Having a backup glucose meter can protect you in case your main glucose tracking system fails for some reason. Bring extra batteries or a portable charger to make sure your electronics keep working. In an emergency, this backup can save your life if your main meter breaks down or runs out of power. Number 2. First aid kit. A well-stocked first aid kit is important for treating small injuries and keeping them from getting infected. There should be painkillers, clean wipes, antibiotic ointment, and sterile bandages in your kit. If you have these things on hand, you can take care of simple medical issues on your own, which lowers the risk of complications from small injuries or wounds. Number 1. Food and water. In your emergency kit, keep some non-perishable food and drinking water on hand so that you can stay hydrated and fed during problems. Energy bars, dried fruits, and nuts are all easy to eat and digest, which can help keep blood sugar levels in check. Getting enough water is important for staying hydrated, and it can be especially important if you have high blood sugar, which can make you urinate more. How do you assemble and manage your kit? Number 3. Storage suggestions. Picking the right place to store your diabetes emergency kit is important to make sure it's safe and easy to get to. To keep medicines like insulin working well, keep your kit in a cool, dry place out of direct sunlight. Also, make sure your kit has a clear, designated place to go, like a closet shelf or a box that you can get to quickly. You might want to have a smaller, more movable version for your car or workplace. Also, make sure that everyone in your home knows where the kit is and how to use it in case you can't. Number 2. Maintenance tips. To make sure your diabetes emergency kit is ready when you need it, you need to keep it in good shape. At least once every 3 months, go through the kit and replace any insulin, test strips, batteries, or other items that are almost out of date. To keep the kit full, replace any items that have been used right away. Also, it's a good idea to check the contents every so often in case your medical needs change, like if you need to change the type or amount of insulin you're taking, which could mean you need new supplies. Number 1, customization tips. There are some things that every diabetes emergency kit should have, but making your kit unique can make it work better. Make sure that your medical wants and way of life are met by your kit. If you often get hypoglycemia, for example, bring extra carbs that work quickly. Bring a copy of your prescription and a medical alert card with information about your health and any allergies. This can be very important in an emergency. Don't forget to pack any personal things you might need, like extra batteries for your hearing aid, glasses, or contacts. By making your kit unique, you can be sure that you have everything you need to handle your diabetes well, no matter what. Why is a diabetic emergency kit necessary for diabetic patients? People with diabetes need to have an emergency kit because it helps them be ready for times when they might not be able to get to their regular care items right away. This kit makes sure that they can keep an eye on their blood sugar levels in case of an emergency such as a natural tragedy while traveling, or when their daily plans get pushed back. It has important things in it like extra insulin, tools for checking blood sugar, and quick-acting carbohydrates to treat low blood sugar. If you have these things on hand, you can avoid serious problems like diabetic ketoacidosis or severe hypoglycemia, which can be life-threatening if they are not handled right away. So, having a well-thought-out diabetic emergency kit is a very important safety measure that helps with ongoing diabetes control, no matter what. Putting together a diabetes emergency kit is important for anyone who has diabetes, especially at times when getting to daily medical goods is hard for no reason. This complete kit makes sure that you can keep taking care of your diabetes even if there are problems, like natural disasters, flight delays, or power outages. It should have important things like extra insulin and the tools to give it, a reliable method for checking blood sugar, quick energy foods to prevent hypoglycemia, and all prescription drugs that are needed. Keeping insulin stored properly, like with cooling packs, and having a basic first aid kit, non-perishable food, and enough water on hand can also make a big difference in how well you can handle your situation in an emergency. It is very important to keep your kit up to date and customized to fit your health needs and way of life. This video shows you how to put together and take care of a diabetes emergency kit that will help your health no matter where you are. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe to get more helpful videos.